Burning wood can start the engine, generating electricity. The pressure tank for painting was only used once. Today, I'm taking it out again. There's still some old paint inside and out. Now, I'm using fire to remove all the residue. I burned it for half an afternoon. Use a steel brush to remove the slag and tar attached to the surface. Also, brush the lid inside clean. The sealing rubber ring inside clearly can't withstand high temperatures. Just rip it off then. No camera. There's quite a lot of stuff in this whole circle. None of it is useful, especially like this screw. Polish around the holes a little. Remove the oxide layer. Took apart everything that can be taken apart. Also polished it. Automatic short screw. 2 washers, one above and one below. And then some high temperature sealant. You can patch the hole securely. It's that simple. Even if you can't weld, you can do it. There are also a few gravity gears at the bottom of the tank. Use them to make a frame to prop it up. Measure the detailed dimensions. And then another angle iron. Cut 4 pieces. Bring them close together. Welding is solid, right? The focus today is no electric welding. I almost forgot. Mark the position. First drill a small hole with the electric drill. Then drill a larger hole. Surround it with the 4 angle irons. Align with the hole. First, fix the middle screw. And there are 4 supports. Put them in the corners. Tighten the screws. You can fix the frame. And also ensure a right angle. This is great. It will also be easy to disassemble in the future. Now there's so much more space underneath. It's just right for installing pipes. Drawing a diagram. The canned food ran over. Hey. Let's touch it. This one is the exhaust pipe. This one is for introducing a small amount of air into the gasifier. A mesh plug has also been designed to prevent slag from blocking the exhaust pipe. The exhaust pipe has a side opening. The ash above also won't fall in. Draw the center line. Set the positioning. First, drill small holes to fix the flange. Then drill out the pipe. Through the large hole. Remove the oxide layer with a grinder. Apply high temperature sealant to the flange. This thing can withstand over 1000 degrees easily. Use steel one, and then fix it outside. While it's still wet, wipe off the excess sealant. Twist on the outer decoration. Directly connect galvanized pipes using a similar elbow. Extend the outlet beyond the frame. This is the exhaust pipe. This is the intake pipe. Just need a large mesh plug, side drilling, and a horizontal flat steel bar. Save a light before putting it on the platform. Then use a hammer to bend both ends. Or stick it with glue. A true man says if he's not welding, he's not welding. The space for the support steel bar to slide down is left for the ash. This stainless steel barrel was scavenged from the recycling station. About the same size. Perfect for making a mesh plug. Measure the dimensions. The upper mesh plug just needs to leave some space for the gas pipe. Put the ruler on it. Mark both ends. Draw a line along the side of the barrel at the bottom. Simply measure the height. It can be directly flush with the pipe cap. It's okay if its air holes are right next to it. Draw lines according to the dimensions. Use the tape measure as an aid. Extend the 2 sides a bit to connect them. Easy to connect the lower mesh plug. Extend the lower part the same way. Cut them out with a grinder, following the lines. Bend out the skirt for easy connection. Try it. Looks perfect. Fix with rivets. So, the 2 don't need to be welded at all. All done. Look how beautiful she is. Awesome. The bottom, this side, the side here, and this upper level. All need holes for ash to fall. It's fine like this, full of holes. Let's see how it fits. The hole is a bit too big. Put in a small patch. Problem perfectly solved. There's no rubber ring. Apply high temperature sealant. Combined with fiberglass rope. Not afraid of fire, the effect is better. Reactor done. The wood gas coming out from below is very hot. I took apart a radiator. It was originally designed for heat dissipation. It can dissipate the heat into the air very well. It's perfect to use it to cool down the wood gas. Connect the radiator and the boiler with galvanized pipes. Preparing an iron barrel to make a filter barrel. It has this kind of clasp. Very convenient. Drill the holes. Grind off the paint. Apply sealant. Put on the flange. Tighten the screws. The gasifier is done. The cooling device is done. Connect the filter barrel. The air conditioner blower fan removed from a friend's car. Use the filter barrel lid to make a hole. Made a housing for the blower. The cooled and filtered wood gas can then be drawn out from here. Everything is ready. Let's get started. Let's go outside. First, put a layer of filter mesh at the bottom of the barrel. Slowly pour in the wood shavings left over from woodworking. Fill it up. Put another filter mesh on top. Gently, don't press too hard. Put the lid on and lock the latches. Add wood to the reactor here. It doesn't necessarily have to be wood. As long as it's organic matter, it can produce flammable gas. The gas from the boiler is cooled by the radiator. Then goes through the filter barrel. The wood gas will be very clean. A one-way valve is installed in the air pipe. Only allows a small amount to enter. This is to create wood gas in a low oxygen environment. The gas drawn out by the blower is connected to the engine via a pipe. Blue valve. Used to regulate the amount of air entering the engine. The gas goes through cooling. This PVC material can totally handle it. First, light the fire. Let the wood burn. It's burning. Then pour in fruit wood pellets to fill the gaps. The boiler is very hot. The top, too. A lot of smoke is already coming out. Let's take a look. Now it's time to connect a steel pipe. I'll connect it to the engine after testing. The smoke is quite thick. Let's try to ignite it. It ignited, but I can still feel some impurities. The flame color is orange at the base. It's still not quite there. It can't be used for the engine. Let's wait a little longer. I added some more wood. Close the lid. Tighten the screws. Let it smolder and burn for a while. Will this work? This is good. The flame has changed from a scattered fire to a strong fire. This effect can be used for the engine. I've been poking for a few minutes. Let's pull and see. Oh, it's starting. Plug it in. Let's see if we can get the fog lights to turn on. Turn it on. Okay, no problem. Also plugged in a grinder. Let's see. Works perfectly. With this equipment, even in the jungle, I can do some DIY. See? Simple.